Hello, everyone. Today we will be talking about mental health in the new norm. I am Rosette James Smith, guidance counselor at the Sam Sharp Teachers College, and I'm also an associate counseling psychologist. Today with me is Mikhail James, my son.
All of us experience times when we feel totally frustrated. The virus and the lockdown make things even harder. Sometimes you find yourself in a dark place or feel like you're getting there.
Remember, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to start again. It's okay to say no. It's okay to rest. It's okay to let go. It's okay if you're not okay. October 10, 2021 is celebrated as Mental Health Day for the world. It's a day when we remember how important it is to be aware of our mental health, not just today, but every day.
Not everyone suffers from mental illness, but everyone has mental health. Where are you on the mental health continuum? Are you excelling, thriving, surviving, struggling, or are you in crisis?
If you're in crisis, it could mean that you're very anxious, have a very low mood, absenteeism, exhausted, you have very poor sleep patterns, and you have weight loss issues.
If you're struggling, you might be anxious, depressed, tired, have poor performance, poor sleep, and poor appetite.
If you're surviving, you might be worried, nervous, irritable, sad, have trouble sleeping, you're distracted, withdrawn.
If you're thriving, you'll be positive, calm, performing, sleeping well, eating normally, and have normal social activity.
And if you're excelling, you might be cheerful, joyful, energetic, high performance. You're on the flow, fully realizing your potential. Mental health is important. It's something everyone has. It's intrinsically linked or probably responsible for your physical health. It's on a continuum. It's worth making time for. It's part of being human. It's something we need to look after. It can be positive and negative. It is changeable. It is complex. It's real.
What mental health isn't, it isn't a sign of weakness, it isn't shameful, it isn't all in your mind, and it isn't always something negative. It isn't something you decide to have, something to think about only when you feel broken, and it isn't an interchangeable term with mental illness. It isn't feeling good all the time. It isn't something you can just snap out of, and it isn't fixed or fake news,
Many factors affect mental health:
including diet,
physical health,
genetics,
stress, environment,
relationships,
substance use,
trauma.
losses, and we're having a lot of that these days. Mental health matters.
Self care is how you take your power back. And it might seem like that is way easier said than done, but it's not impossible.
There's 6 ways that are suggested here to protect your mental health during social distancing.
Identify the positives. You can look into a large field. Let's say you see a football field and it looks like a barren wasteland. But upon that so called barren wasteland, there are many patches of green, luscious grass. And you know who loves grass? Cows love grass. And you know who probably loves cows? You, if you eat beef or something like that. So you love cows as well. So you have to look at the positives. If there were no green patches of grass, what would the cows eat?
You have to be social virtually. Find time to get to know people online. This is limitless. You can get to know people in Africa, New Zealand, wherever, virtually. Set a schedule.
Don't
Don't
overload on news because in this day and age where you hear about people dying every now and then from corona, and it's really sad. You might find yourself overwhelmed with all of this, thinking that probably one day it's gonna be your time next. And if you overload yourself on that, how can you truly enjoy the present? And remember that the present is a gift.
The present is now. Find things that make you feel calm. Help others. You can also spend time in prayer.
Take time to meditate.
Give thanks even for the little things.
Somebody could have just given you a sweetie on the road. or your friend just gave you a hug. But before you didn't have a sweetie or a hug. So you can be thankful for both of those things.
Even if it's a virtual hug. You don't have to be an expert to listen. You can ask just, how are you? Are you okay? What's going on? Do you care to share?
How can I help?
And if you need more help, you can contact a mental health professional. Can be a guidance counselor, a psychologist, or anybody who has studied mental health.
You can even try getting the person to the hospital.
If it seems more than just something a phone call can do, and especially if it's an emergency. Remember the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change,
Courage to change the things I can,
and the wisdom to know the difference.
Reality is that life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. Because so many things happen in life that we think about and we say, oh, this was for the worst. But it could have been for the better. You never know, if this never happened, probably something worse could have happened. Or probably this happened to train your mind to be able to accept something in the future.
Sometimes you have to just make your own fun and enjoy life.
You have a choice.
Treat life as a gift. Life is our gift from God. How we live it is our gift to God.
Take care of yourself and make sure, out of all of these things, make sure you love yourself.
Don't ever give up. Choose happiness, not because someone made you happy, but because it is a gift you are choosing to give yourself. That's from Nara Lee.
Never forget, you have something special. You have greatness within you.
You can do more than you can ever begin to imagine. And that's from my mentor, Les Brown. I don't know how to design images, so I get help from the following websites: Action for Happiness, sites.widener, amsa.org, mbb.yale.edu, Delphis, The Well Project, Manchester, Depoli Online, AFSCA, Mochi, Medium, Investigate.com.
Love yourself enough to seek help if you need it. If it's hard to do it for you now, do it because I cared enough to do this video for you. And that says a lot, because this video was really easy to make, but it's made more complex than it's just
It is. So accept that big hug from me to you. And like those kids, enjoy life. Thank you for watching.
That's all, folks.
Blessings to you.